why you should not expect the Raptors to win any NBA awards this season. Still no Adam. All right, so what we got next, we have a segment planned. This is coming for the highlight channel. Well, obviously for here, but we would like to put on the highlight channel. We're going to be going through why you should not expect the Raptors to win any NBA awards this season based on the odd projection. So let's toss it on. In short, why the Raptors won't win any awards this season. And we're going to be looking straight at the betting odds, starting with Defensive Player of the Year. OG Anunoby and Chris Boucher are placed at about a plus 10,000. A plus 10,000 gives them the equivalent of a 1% chance of winning the Defensive Player of the Year award. And obviously, Rudy Gobert, Giannis Ben Simmons are going to be up there in terms of the odds. But to have Jonathan Isaac, Jarrett Allen, and Brook Lopez all ahead of OG, I mean, that's just flat out disrespectful. That's flat out disrespectful. To have Jarrett Allen and Jonathan Isaac, I mean, Amber, that's just flat out absolute criminal disrespect against OG Anunoby. Chris Boucher, I can't really see that. But OG, I mean, OG is like one of if not the best on-ball defenders in the NBA. I would argue he's the best on-ball defender in the NBA. And 22 players ahead of him, including those type of players, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't think OG will win it, but I think that he can put himself in a discussion, and I would put him in the top 10 for odds. They have him 23rd on their list, equivalent of Lou Dort, which again, that's a little bit low. You could argue it's something to do with their position and how good the Raptors should be this season, but you know, Orlando are on this list with Jonathan Isaac, who was just out for a whole season. Jarrett Allen plays on the Cavs, so that's disrespectful. OG Anunoby, I think, is, if he's healthy and if the Raptors are in the playoffs, he's got to be on an all-defense team. It's time for OG Anunoby to make an all-defense team. He is just that good. He absolutely deserves it. But next one on the list, most improved player voting, Chris Boucher at a plus 2,000, Fred VanVleet at plus 2,800, and OG at a plus 5,000. Now, this one isn't as disrespectful to me. Like, this gives Chris Boucher has about a 5% chance of winning. Fred VanVleet has about a 3% chance of winning. OG Anunoby has about a 2% chance of winning based on these numbers here. I don't mind these numbers. I think Boucher had a good case last year if he was healthy, which he wasn't. Fred VanVleet is already like quite good, so it'd be hard for Fred VanVleet to truly take that much of a jump to get in that discussion. And OG as well. I would say OG is the most likely to win out of this. I mean, OG is just coming off like 17 points per game. If OG jumped to like 22 points per game, which is not very likely, but I find that more likely than Chris Boucher, Fred VanVleet taking enough of a jump to get to that most improved player award. This is an award Raptors fans have typically kind of looked at the start of the season, but it comes to this season, I can't see any of these three players taking enough of a jump to get to that level. Like when Pascal Siakam won it, he went from 7 points per game to 17 points per game, but there's nobody really in that low of a category. Like if you want to talk about players low down, maybe Malachi Flynn, but Malachi Flynn, I just really cannot see him getting anywhere near this award. To me, I don't know how these are lower than the DPOY odds, but I'm not so sure about any of these ones winning it. Honestly, I'd give OG the best chance of winning. I can't see Chris Boucher turning into like a sniper. Next one is Rookie of the Year. Scotty Barnes ranks 7th on the list of rookies to possibly claim this award. He's behind Cade, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Evan Mobley, Alperen Şengün, and James Bouknight. This one, again, I'm not that disrespected by. I mean, we know Scotty Barnes is not a here in the now player. He's what he can do in the future, and probably won't be starting like a lot of these guys on the list. Alperen Şengün kind of shocked me to be that high, but I guess, you know, it's a guy who's been an MVP in a European league in Turkey, a very good European league as well at that. So this one doesn't shock me quite as much. Again, this is a player for the future.
You know the vibes.
You know the vibes. So I can understand why this is the way it is. Just, I mean, 7th on the list. Kind of like, come on, man. Cut us some goddamn slack. Next one is Goran Dragic and Chris Boucher, 6th man of the year odds. Goran Dragic, pretty high up here. I mean, by the standards we're seeing here, Goran Dragic has about a 5% chance of winning this award. Chris Boucher, more along the lines of a 4% chance of winning this award. Neither of them have great chances to win it. With Goran Dragic's situation, I'm not really sure if that's possible. Maybe if he goes to the Dallas Mavericks, he'll have a good chance of doing that. Who have had players in that conversation recently, so it's possible there. Chris Boucher was in the conversation this season. I think he could get back to it, especially if he starts the season as a starter and then he moves his way to the bench when Pascal Siakam comes back. If he can get in like a good vein of form, Chris Boucher, he's got a good chance at this. They don't give him that high of a chance, but if Chris Boucher is healthy and he's playing like he did last year, he's absolutely got an opportunity to get himself in the conversation for the 6th man of the year award. So I'm going to give my props definitely to Chris Boucher. I can't see Goran Dragic winning it unless he gets traded. So jury's out on that one. But for Chris Boucher, I think he could be a little bit higher than that. I'd give him about a plus 2,000, but there's obviously a lot of other guys going to be looking at this. Chris Boucher can be found at that 15th highest. Okay, so 15th highest. I can respect that position for Chris Boucher. Absolutely. Next one, and the final one, is the Coach of the Year award. Nick Nurse is at a plus 2,500. 2 years ago, he won the goddamn award, but this year it doesn't look like he is going to do that. Plus 2,500 gives him about a 4% chance of winning this award. To me, I don't think the Raptors are going to be in a position to go after any award like this. So unfortunately, Nick Nurse may be out of the discussion. However, when he did win the award, I didn't expect the Raptors to do as well as they did and didn't expect him to go and claim that award. So hopefully he proves us wrong and wins that award. But I don't really see that one happening. But, you know, interesting ones. If you are a betting person, I mean, I think it might be worth a pop on OG Anunoby at 10,000 to at plus 10,000, that is, to win that one. Plus 10,000 would turn $1 into $100 if you put a bet on that. Just an FYI. I would consider throwing money on the Chris Boucher 6th man of the year at plus 3,300. That will give you probably about 35 to 1 odds, something like that. I don't know the exact conversion, but $1 would give you 35 in return. I don't know if I'd really touch that one, but as far as the overall awards predictions go and the betting odds, I wouldn't really count on the Raptors winning any of those awards. As unfortunate as it is, we probably will have to go see without any individual awards. Let's hope for an all defense selection for OG Anunoby, or even more, let's hope one of those guys surprises us and wins one of the awards.